on, guys? This is the Evo we're gonna be fixing. Alright, so what happened on the the wheel almost fell off. This has a lot to play. Why is this one higher? 1, 2, 3. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. In this episode, we're gonna be rebuilding my friend Evo 10. It's a 2015 final edition. So let me show you guys the car. So guys, this is the car. This is a 2015 final edition Evo 10, and this car has recently had a brand new long block from Mitsubishi put into the car, and it ended up what we think is dropping a valve or bending a valve. So we're gonna tear the head down and see what happened to the car. He ended up getting all fully built GSC parts from MAP with some other upgrades, like I believe intercooler piping, heat shield, intake, and a bigger intercooler, because currently the car is running a stock intercooler. But with all of that said, let's get to tearing this car down. I'm really excited to see what's going on with this engine. So guys, I've been just going crazy on this car, just taking everything apart, and I just took the valve cover off, and this is what I noticed. This has a lot to play. Look at this. This is crazy. Also, it's missing a bolt right there. And it's missing a bolt right there. But overall, it's so sad to see that this is a brand new engine. Like, look at this. Brand new. Like, the cams are not even broken in. And this is crazy. Like, look at the intake runners. Beautiful. So guys, let me give you guys an update. I went ahead, took out the timing, the cams, and I come to find out that one of these caps is a little bit higher than the other ones. They all should be leveled up because there's no cams pushing on them. So I was like, why is this one higher? I took it out, and guess what? One of the keeper is out. Like, one of the, you see like the keepers over here? One of them is missing, the other one. Here, let's see if we can pull this one out. You see how there's two of them? Look at this one, it's almost out too. Damn, that's crazy. I never seen that happen before. These things are backing out. Here, let's put these back so we don't mix them up. That's crazy, guys. I never seen that before. Let's take this one out. You see how this one is flush? That's how we want them. But this one is missing one. The one on the left is missing one. So that's why probably this one was not opening up, or it was stuck open or stuck closed. He got super lucky that the valve did not drop, because if the other one went out and it dropped, say goodbye to this engine. This engine will be toast. But so I don't have anything left, just the head bolts. Hopefully they come out nicely, and then this thing will lift up, and then we'll see what happened under. Hopefully nothing serious, but so far it's only this which makes sense. He didn't have compression in this cylinder. So we're gonna go ahead, take this apart and see what happened. So guys, I went ahead and removed the cylinder head, and thankfully everything looks perfect. As you guys can see, they're both top even. The cylinder walls look perfect, except this one, it kind of look rusty, and then there's one deep scratch right there. So, and the next two, and these are the other ones, they look perfect. Yeah, so on this one and this one, they're both even. So thankfully we don't have anything in the bottom end. I'm gonna go ahead, clean the filter, clean all these holes, put the ARP 2000 head studs. Coming to the cylinder head, I went ahead and remove all the tappets, and now we can see more clearly that these are perfect. This one is not, and this one is not. Look at this, that's crazy. But we do have GSC springs, retainers, and valves. So we're gonna go ahead and remove all of these. The underside of the head look perfect. So guys, I went ahead and installed all the valves, and I grinded them down to their seats. So now we're gonna install new springs and retainers. So I went ahead and installed the cams. These are the S2 cams. And I went ahead and swapped the phasers, both of them, and torqued them down to 62 foot-pounds. And we did the timing. As you guys can see, the gold mark with the dot, these two are aligned, and it's hard to see, but the gold mark with the dot right there. And now we come down here, and we have the gold link with the dot. So timing is perfect. And if you guys remember, the timing chain was loose before, now it's all tight. So now I'm gonna go ahead, throw on the timing cover, and then we're gonna install the valve cover with the spark plugs and coils, and we're gonna install everything. So the car is almost there, and it's just small things here and there, so I'm not gonna bore you guys. I'm just gonna go knock everything out, and then I'll give you guys an update. So guys, I went ahead and put everything back together. We also upgraded the intercooler. This is a 4-inch intercooler, and he also had an intake from MAP, and this intake looks really nice. I love how these turn out, they look so nice. But we're gonna go ahead, do a first start, and I'm gonna start it without this because the coupler that he has does not fit over this. This is a 3-inch, he has a 2.5, so we're gonna start it. Let's see if it idles. Alright, I've been priming the engine, so we should have oil in the car. Damn, that's a quick start. Oh my god. AFR is working. This sounds very smooth. I like it. No oil leak. Yeah, it's really smooth. Everything is looking very nice. I'm super happy. We don't have no leaks. We don't have no fuel leaks. Nothing. Guys, I'm so happy with this. All that smoke is from the paint and the oil residue and all of that, but I'm so happy with this car. It was such an easy build to knock out, and it turned out amazing.